All right, now we're going to change over using the same system for the metric system. We're going to change over to converting mass. Now this is weight. Okay, in weight, in the metric system, we measure things in grams, and in the customary system, we use ounces, pounds, and tons. All right, let's take a look at what this looks like with the metric system. Same exact chart you saw, but if you take the word liter out from yesterday, you now have the word gram in place. All right, works exactly the same way. Okay, if I have, let's say 7 kilograms, and I want to know how many centigrams that equals, well, I've got the number 7, my decimal right here. I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimals there. Fill in all my spots with zeros. 1, 2, 3. That's 700,000 centigrams. Just like yesterday. Simply put your number in with the decimal. Move that decimal to the right or left, however many places you had to move to get from one to the other. Let's look at page number 241 in your book. Okay, here's that same chart again. And let's look at a couple of them, and then I'll have you practice some. Number 1 says 1 kilogram. Okay, so if I go from 1 kilogram to grams, I'm going to be moving 1, 2, 3 places. So I've got my 1 decimal. Got to move it 1, 2, 3 places. Fill in with zeros. That would be 1,000 grams. Okay. I erase this part here. All right, now what I'd like you to do is a little bit of practice. So complete 2 through 8. Come back, we'll check your answers in just a minute. 2 through 8. All right, so let's work a couple of these and then I'll just show you the answers. I'm going to put number 2 down here with 500. My decimal's right there. I need to go from milligrams to grams. So I'm going here. I go 1, 2, 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3 to the left. I have decimal 5/10 of a gram. Okay, number 3, we'll work that one and then I'll just put the answers up for you. 2,000 grams. Now notice I write without the comma, so the comma's kind of out of there. Put my decimal in. And I want to go to kilograms. 2,000 grams, so I'm going grams to kilograms. I'm going 1, 2, 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. My decimal ends up right in front of the 2. That is 2 kilograms. All right, let's just show you some answers. We should have 2. Let me make this a little bit bigger now. Change the color. Make it a little smaller. 2,500 milligrams, 4,000 grams, and 5 grams. Okay, number 7. We've got potatoes and onions. In the end, we have 2 kilograms of potatoes and 1.5 kilograms of onions. Okay. Number 8. Question is, who's carrying the heavier bag? And the answer would be, how do you say that? You say that Javier. Javier and Mavis. Javier is carrying the heavier bag when you compare them. All right. Now let's look at the next page. Now we're going to look at the customary unit of measures. We have ounces, pounds, and tons. Ounces are the smallest, pounds is in the middle, tons is the largest. Now the chart, it was backwards because we're not going to be moving decimals with these. You just have to multiply. We have to get groups of 16 ounces, and every group of 16 ounces equals 1 pound. And every group, when you go from pounds to tons, every group of 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. Okay? You might have problems where you go from ounces to tons, but that's not very typical because there's such a large gap. But if they do, just go one step at a time. Go from ounces to pounds and then pounds to tons. Let's look at these 3 problems I put on the sheet here. 40 ounces. Okay, well, what I need to do is how many groups of 16 do I have in 40 ounces? Well, really, I divide. I take 40 and divide it by 16. 16 goes into 40. 2 times 16 is 32. Okay, what do I have left over? I have 8 left over. 2 and 8/16 pounds. Well, 8/16 is equal to 1/2. Okay, so 40 ounces is equal to 2.5 pounds because 8 ounces is half a pound. We'll learn more about that half a pound stuff on the next page. Okay, the next one I have 6 tons. Okay, for every ton, that is 2,000 pounds. When I'm going from a larger to a smaller, I'm going to multiply. When I'm going from the smaller amount to the larger, I'm going to divide. From 40 ounces to pounds, I would divide it, 40 divided by 16. For 6 tons, I'm going to multiply, because for every 1 ton, that's 2,000 pounds. 2,000 times, I have 6 groups of 2,000 pounds. I'm going to multiply. 0, 0, 0, 12. 12,000 pounds. So in this one, if I'm going to this direction, from ounces to pounds, I'm going to use division. Okay? If I'm going this way, from a larger to a smaller, I'm going to use multiplication. Does that make sense? Okay, let me put a little box around that so it separates from the problem. Okay, now let's try one more. 7 pounds to ounces. Okay, now I'm going from pounds in the middle to ounces on the left, so going to the left, I'm going to multiply. If I have 7 pounds, how many ounces is in 1 pound? 16. So I'm going to take 16 ounces, 7 groups of that is 7 pounds. 7 times 6 is 42. Carry the 4. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. I have 112 ounces. Okay. Now look in your books on page 242. 242 have the same chart. Notice the table. If I have 1 ounce, that's 1/16 of a pound because it takes 16 pounds to make an ounce. If I have 2 ounces, that's 1/8. 4 ounces would be 1/4 because it takes 4 groups of 4 ounces to make 1 pound. 8 ounces would be 1/2 because 8 is half of 16. 12 is 3/4. This chart will help you when you divide. If you get a remainder of 1, that'd be 1/16, obviously. If you get a remainder of 2, you can reduce it to 1/8, 2/16. When you divide in those problems, you're going to be dividing by the 16 ounces. So this is simplifying it up ahead. 4 ounces is 1/4 because 4/16 is equal to 1/4. 8/16 is equal to 1/2, and 12/16 is equal to 3/4. Okay, let's look at number 11. A book weighs 1.5 pounds. What is the weight of the book in ounces? So we're going to take and find out, okay, how many ounces is that? Well, we're going to break it up into the whole number and the fraction. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So we have 16 ounces plus half a pound. We look up here, and half a pound is equal to how many ounces? That would be 8 ounces. 16 plus 8 equals what? Well, 16 plus 4 is 20, plus another 4 is 24 ounces. See how we do that? Okay. On page 242, I want you to solve number 12 and number 13. Pause your video, and we'll be back with 12 and 13 answers in just a moment. All right, number 12 says one package weighs 48 ounces. Another package weighs 3 1/4 pounds. Which package is heavier? We have to convert one of them to pounds. Okay? If we take 3 1/4, or one of them to the pounds to ounces or the ounces to pounds, we have to convert one of them. So I'm going to look at 3 1/4 pounds and say, well, I know that 16 times 3 is the 3 pounds part. That's 6 times 3 is 18. Carry the 1, 3, 4. That's 48 ounces. Just the 3 pounds alone is 48 ounces. and there's another 1/4 of a pound, so I know that the 3 1/4 pounds is the larger one because just 3 of the pounds, not even the 1/4, equals the weight of the other one. Okay? Number 13 says a 1/4 pound package of sunflower seeds costs 79 cents. An 8-ounce package costs $1.59. Which package represents the lower cost per ounce? Okay, on this one we have to figure out how much it costs per ounce. So if we take the first one, 1/4, it takes 4 of those to make 1/4 a pound. It takes 4 of them to make a pound. How much is that? Oh, we're going to ounces. Which package represents the lower cost per ounce? Sorry about that. There's 4 ounces in 1/4 of a package. So we have to take 79 cents divided by 4. So 79 cents divided by 4 ounces. 4 goes into 7 one time. Subtract, get 3, bring down the 9. 4 goes into 39 9 times. 9 times 4 is 36. Subtract, get 3. And we've got, that would be 19 cents plus, if we brought down another 0, we'd be looking at, would that round up to 20 cents? 19 to 20 cents. So let's look at the other one now. An 8-ounce package, 8 ounces costs $1.59. So now we take $1.59, divide that by 8 ounces. Okay, decimal goes up here. 8 does not go into 1. 8 goes into 15. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract it 7. Bring down the 9. 8 goes 77. 9 times. 9 times 8 is 72. Subtracting it 7. Bring down a 0. Okay, so it looks like they're really close. So we have to go ahead and continue this math. 4 goes into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract, get 2. Okay, and I'll go to the other side and see what number we have there. 8 goes into 70. That'd be 8 times. 8 times 8 is 64. So I have 19 7 thousandths of a penny and 19 8 thousandths of a penny. Even though it's really close, the 1/4 package, 1/4 pound package, is cheaper per ounce by 1/10 of a penny. Super close, but I'm going to answer the 1/4 package is the smaller amount. All right, we're going to use these things. Go on to do homework 6-4. Now the homework page looks exactly like the one did yesterday, except instead of liters, it's in grams. And then it also has some conversions for ounces to pounds, and then a couple story problems. Okay, you also have MCA packet number 2. So that would be dividing numbers and showing your answers with remainders, decimals, and fractions. IXL is D5, and its packet pages 51 and 52. So we're on MCA packet number 2. All right, good luck and do your best. Get busy.